Are you looking for a new budget smartphone, but don't know which one to choose because of the different options that are available? In this video, we're breaking down the top 5 budget smartphones on the market this year, based on price, performance, features, and situations they'll be used in. So whether you're looking for a smartphone that delivers great value, or the best overall budget smartphone, we'll have an option for you. So if you're interested in finding out which budget smartphone will be best for you, stay tuned. Links to find the best prices on all the products mentioned in this video will be in the description below. The products mentioned in this video are in no exact order, so be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. We'll start with the Motorola Moto G Power, our choice for best budget smartphone under $200. For under $200, the Moto G Power is one of the newest models in the Motorola G lineup that you can get unlocked with the freedom to choose your carrier. This wallet-friendly smartphone helps you keep in touch with family, friends, and works without breaking the bank. The Motorola Moto G Power really stands out by offering both an affordable price and premium features, but there are a few compromises. This phone isn't water resistant and lacks wireless charging and NFC. Features like these have been sensibly traded away to keep the price down, but shouldn't be considered a deal breaker. That said, if you want absolutely mind-blowing battery life, the Motorola G Power has a 5000 mAh battery, the same size as the one in higher-end smartphones such as the $800 LG V60 and the $1400 Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. In fact, you could buy 5 Moto G Power phones for the price of a single Galaxy S20 Ultra. The 6.4-inch Full HD display has a hole punch that houses the selfie camera, creating a nice aesthetic. You'll find a USB-C port for charging, a headphone jack, and a fingerprint reader on the back. Under the hood, there's a Snapdragon 665 processor running Android 10, 4GB of RAM, and 64GB of onboard storage that's expandable up to 512GB. You'll enjoy web browsing, watching YouTube videos, and even some casual games. You get a 16-megapixel front camera and 3 rear cameras, a 16-megapixel main wide-angle camera, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide-angle camera, and a macro camera. If you're on a tight budget and looking for a solid smartphone with core features and a few extras such as an amazing battery life, you'll surely appreciate the Motorola Moto G Power. Now, if you've had your eye on an Apple iPhone and thought that they were out of your budget, check out the Apple iPhone 8 coming up later in the video. Now we'll take a look at the Google Pixel 4a, our choice for best overall budget smartphone. If you've got a bit more to spend, at under $400, the Google Pixel 4a is one of the best overall budget smartphones on the market. You'll not only get the best of Google, but also a top-notch camera that outperforms many high-end smartphones more than twice its price. The Pixel 4a features Google Assistant integration, a clean Android interface, and a 5.81-inch 2340 by 1080 pixel OLED panel. For connectivity, dual-band Wi-Fi is supported, and Bluetooth 5.0 is included for audio and wearable connectivity. There's also NFC, so you can conveniently use Google Pay for mobile payments. The camera is where the phone really shines. The 12.2 megapixel rear camera has an f1.7 aperture with image stabilization and autofocus. The 8 megapixel front camera has an f2.0 aperture and fixed focus. HDR Plus automatically adjusts color and lighting, while Night Sight lets you capture rich detail and color, and the dark and portrait modes help you take beautiful portraits with DSLR quality looks. Driving everything is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G chipset and 6GB of RAM. Storage comes in at 128GB, with 111GB available out of the box. But unfortunately, there is no micro SD card slot for external storage, which is the one limiting factor of this smartphone. The lithium-ion battery gets you about 8 hours of uptime, but if you use the adaptive battery system, you can get up to 24 hours as it learns your favorite apps and reduces power to the ones you rarely use. Other notable features of the Pixel 4a include Google's personal safety app with car crash detection. This app can help reach 911 for you when you can't. There's also Call Screen that helps you automatically filter out robocalls before your phone even rings. The Google Pixel 4a comes at a great price and is one of the best overall budget smartphones you can get, especially if you prefer Google's ecosphere. Now, if you're a fan of Samsung products, check out the Samsung Galaxy A51 coming up next. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Samsung Galaxy A51, our choice for best budget Samsung smartphone. If you're shopping for a budget smartphone and have a preference for Samsung products, at around $400, the Samsung Galaxy A51 is one of the best budget smartphones Samsung has on offer, and will give you a nice balance between price and performance. The Galaxy A51 doesn't look or feel like a budget phone. It's big and well put together and ships with 128GB of internal storage, and you can expand it with a micro SD card up to 512GB. There's also a headphone jack, which is a welcome inclusion at any price point. You'll find the 6.5-inch edge-to-edge OLED display remains bright and easy to read, even in sunlight, and at 1080 by 2400, there are more than enough pixels to keep the screen sharp. The trade-off is that the A51 uses a Samsung Exynos 9611 processor, a mid-range chip that isn't quite up to the task of making this phone feel snappy. It runs Android 10 with the Samsung One UI running on top, making it look remarkably similar to the Galaxy S20. But apps do take a bit longer to load. Once you're in the browser or an app, things do move along at a decent enough clip, so it's not a deal breaker. Battery life is good, delivering just over a day of uptime. The camera system includes a main lens that kicks out 12 megapixel images, but does suffer a bit in low light. There's also a 12 megapixel ultra wide and a 5 megapixel macro camera, each of which is more about having fun than getting great shots. And there's also a 32 megapixel selfie camera. The Samsung Galaxy A51 is a good choice if you're shopping for a Samsung smartphone on a budget and aren't overly concerned with having the latest and greatest features. It does run a bit slower than Samsung's flagship line, but it has the core features you need at a very affordable price point. If you're interested in updated pricing on any of the items mentioned in this video, be sure to check out the links below. Prices update on these products almost daily with sales and general price drop, so if you want to find the most updated information, check the description. If you find this video helpful, please help out the channel by giving this video a like and tell us which product caught your eye in the comments below. This brings us to the renewed Apple iPhone 8, our choice for best budget iPhone under $250. If you love Apple iPhones and thought they were out of reach, perhaps you should consider a renewed Apple iPhone 8. It's still a viable choice for functionality and speed, and for under $250, it's a great deal to get your hands on an iPhone. Choosing to go with a renewed phone can save you a lot of money, especially if you're after a genuine iPhone, and in the long run, you'll get more premium features at a highly reduced cost. Because this phone is classified as pre-owned, it doesn't come with accessories like headphones or a SIM card, but it does come with a charging cable that may be generic, in which case it'll be UL or MFI certified, and the phone ships to you professionally tested and inspected, ensuring like new functionality and cleaned. The iPhone 8 features a 4.7-inch 750 by 1334 pixel screen with a TFT LED backlit IPS LCD display that produces 625 nits of brightness. Internal hardware includes a 64-bit Apple A11 chipset, 2.39 GHz dual-core Monsoon, and 1.6 GHz quad-core Maestro processors with 2 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage. Connectivity options include dual-band Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 5.0. Cameras include a rear-facing 12-megapixel camera with 4000 by 3000 pixel resolution for stills and 4K UHD 60 frames per second video recording at 3840 by 2160 pixels. A front-facing 7.1 megapixel camera is also available, delivering a resolution of 3072 by 2304 pixels for stills and full HD for video. An HDR photo and video is available on both cameras. Batteries on renewed iPhones are also run through health tests and are guaranteed to have a minimum capacity of 80%. And the phone is fully unlocked and can be used with all carriers. If you want a genuine Apple iPhone 8 and want to save a ton of money on it, the renewed option is a great way to go. You'll enjoy all the features that Apple's known for at a fraction of the cost. Last, we'll be taking a look at the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro, our choice for great value budget smartphone under $250. For under $250, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro delivers a great value budget smartphone that has something for everyone and comes factory unlocked. Aesthetically, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro has a 6.5-inch 2400 by 1080 LCD FHD display that gives you bright colors and a good viewing experience. It's protected by triple Corning Gorilla Glass 5 that has an anti-oil and anti-fingerprint coating. The bezels are relatively thin, but the back of the Redmi Note 9 Pro is mainly plastic, and while it does feel slightly less premium, it still has a stylish touch. The fingerprint sensor can be found on the side of the phone, built into the power button, but for unlocking purposes, you'll love that this phone supports both fingerprint and face unlock features, which are both highly effective and very quick, with great, if not perfect, accuracy and speed. The main camera produces good photos with relatively accurate colors and good detail. On the backside, the Redmi Note 9 Pro's quad cam features a 64-megapixel main camera, 8-megapixel ultra-wide, 5-megapixel macro, and 2-megapixel depth sensor, while up front, the selfie camera has a 20-megapixel resolution. While recording video, you can capture 4K video at 30 frames per second. The Redmi Note 9 Pro is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G processor with 6GB of RAM and 64GB of internal storage that's expandable up to 512GB. And as a side note, you have the option to double the base internal storage of your Redmi Note 9 Pro by buying the 128GB version for about $30 more. To keep everything running, there's a 5020 mAh battery that will keep things going for around 14 hours of use. For connectivity, the Redmi Note 9 Pro supports dual-band Wi-Fi. If value, performance, and price are important to you, choosing the Xiaomi Redmi Note 9 Pro definitely won't leave you disappointed. This value for dollar smartphone has a lot going for it, and you'll easily get your money's worth and more. Alright guys, that's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you like the video, consider subscribing. We do our best to keep you up to date with the best products on the market right now. So if you want to stay current regarding the best gear, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to check out the description for links to find the most up-to-date pricing on all the products mentioned in this video. Hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you back here soon for the next video.